Hello, everybody. Welcome to The Reason You Struggle with Choosing as If by Magic. Yes. And maybe you don't. Maybe you don't struggle with it. I just know that the majority of people that I work with around the world, this is a big thing for them. So I wanted to hop on here and talk about it. The reason you struggle with choosing as if by magic pretty soon. I'm just gonna wait for a few people to hop on. So we will leave you hanging. We will leave you hanging for a moment or two. So hello, everybody. Please let me know where you're watching from, if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay. Totally cool. I still like to know where you all are watching from. Where you all kind of sounded southern there for a minute. Oh, hello, Miss Julie. I know where she's watching from. Well, I don't know actually. Maybe she's not watching from Calgary, but oh, hello, sweet Rita. Hello, honey. Awesome, guys. Hello, hello. So we are talking about the reason that you struggle with choosing as if by magic. That's what we're going to talk about today. Yes, and it's an invite to you, my sweet friends, to my Clarity afternoon, evening, depending on what your time zone is. Tomorrow, we are having the call about choosing as if by magic. Yes, so the link is above or below. If you don't see it, reach out. I will get it to you. Hello. Oh, yes, Calgary from Denmark. Yo, Dorothy. Oh, we had such an awesome time there a few years ago, and they even made us Christmas dinner in September. How did we get so lucky? Oh my goodness. Hello, Julie from England. Oh, that's our favorite place. Hubby is he was born and raised in Tenterden, Kent. So, Suzette, honey, good to see you. Well, I don't really see you, but Oh, and Colette, honey. Welcome, 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 everybody. Okay, let's get started because some of you have been waiting for a while. So, the reason that you struggle with choosing as if by magic is because you think you can get it wrong. Not only that, you're not willing to get it wrong. Right? Yes? Tell me, tell me, tell me. I know. Am I right? Yeah, this really is what stops us, guys, from choosing as if by magic because we've decided that there's a right way and there's a wrong way, and we don't ever want to get it wrong. So until we know that that choice we'd like to make is the right choice, we're not going to choose it. But what that does is keeps us in a hamster wheel of crazy, of crazy, of crazy, instead of going, I wonder what this will create. And the really cool thing is, guys, there's no right or wrong. Every choice you choose is going to give you more awareness. So let me tell you a funny story. In the last, probably at this point, about 6 weeks, maybe a little bit longer, I've been choosing a little bit differently. So prior to that, the way that I would choose is I would ask two questions. I would ask, truth, if I choose this, whatever the choice was in front of me, will it create the future I desire? Or truth, if I choose this, will it decay the future I desire? So I always ask both those questions about every choice. And I would follow the one that I got light around with it creating the future I desired. Then, and I've heard, Gary Douglas from Access Consciousness, Dane here, all of them talk about using it a little bit differently and just go yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. So I was like, this would be really cool. So I attended the certified facilitator training in February, and they were talking about this again. I'm like, you know what? I'm actually going to try this because it feels really fun, and I've just never really chose it consistently. So that's about when I started. And just that, if I have a choice in front of me, I just go yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. And it's just whatever one, the yes or the no, whichever one is the lighter one, is the one that I follow. So the other day I was going to the gym, and the gym pass that I have allows me to go to multiple different gyms. And I've been to one many, many times, and I've been to another one once. And I kind of thought, oh, it'd be fun to go to that other one. It's a little bit closer to where we live, all the reasons and justifications. And then I was like, wait, I don't really remember how to get there because I followed my GPS the first time I went, the only time I went. So I was like, I need to put it into my GPS if I'm going to go to that one. And then I thought, wait, I'm going to let my body show me. I'm just going to use yes, no all the way there. So I got to a certain part of Sherwood Park, the town where the gyms are. And I just was like, okay, so turn here. Yes, no, yes, no. No, okay. Go a little bit farther. Turn here. Yes, no, yes, no. Yes. Okay. So turn there. And anyway, what occurred was I ended up at the gym I've been to many, many times. Not the one that I thought I was going to go to because it's closer and because blah, 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 and there'd be less people. It's a sun. None of that. I ended up at the other one that I wasn't going to go to, but Body got me there with the yes no allowed. I just allowed myself to follow. There's no right gym to go to or wrong gym to go to, right? I mean, let's keep it super simple. And I mean, I'm using it that as maybe a little bit of a silly example, but guys, there's no right or wrong in any choice you're choosing. There's just a choice. So I got there and I was like, this is interesting. This wasn't where I was going to go, but okay, this is cool. So I went in and I found a new to me um, exercise machine. Now it's not new, it's been there the whole time. I just have never seen it. Now, maybe that was a little bit of resistance on my part because it's a bitch. Oh my God. And it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. If you watch my stories, you might have seen me have this like big dramatic, like, and it's what it is it's like an escalator that you like actual take steps on. Like, oh my gosh. Anyway, so it's just really cool when we allow ourselves to choose as if by magic, where we're not going, there's a right way or there's a wrong way, or I need to go to that gym because it's Sunday and it might be hard and or it might be busy and all the things. Like, what if we just allow ourselves the ease with choosing as if by magic? And if let's say I would have got to that gym, the gym I wasn't planning on, the one that I went to, let's say I got there and I walked in and it was like wall to wall people and I knew I'd have to wait for machines and I could make another choice. I could actually go, okay, this doesn't work for me. I could have went back out to my car and went to the other gym or to one of the other ones that I can go to, or maybe to one I don't even have a pass to. I just buy a pass for the day. There's so many choices available if we're willing. Yeah. So everywhere you haven't been willing to choose as if by magic and totally mess it up, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, fun, fun, shorts, boys, and meows. If you're new here, that's the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. You can go to theclearingstatement.com for more information about how it works. But basically, it's like a magic wand. How does it get any better? Yes, so I'm just going to go to some of the comments. So we've got people from Idaho, and we've got somebody who's saying they're north. Okay, north of what? Maybe north of me? Oh. Oh, and Suzette was looking at how to get it wrong earlier this morning. Yes, yes. Awesome. We've got somebody from Germany. Welcome. Julie says, fuck, that's amazing. Yay. Put that on there. Yes. Awesome. Oh, yes, Suzette says, I just saw on Stepping Escalator on a movie. Yes, it's really, really cool. And I lasted 5 minutes. So this is my new challenge for myself, and a challenge inspiration for myself is to last longer than 5 minutes and really build that up. But it is something else. Like, it's amazing. I love that sort of stuff. That works for me. So yeah. And Regina, oh, Miss Nicole, I know you. Still wondering every time I see you see your name or see something of you, I think, did Nicole go to work naked? This is the question. This is what happens in foundation classes, my sweet friends. We have really interesting conversations where we talk about certain things. And so that was something that occurred with Nicole and I. How does it get any better? Awesome, awesome. Okay. There was one more thing I wanted to share. I do have another video about the yes no that I did. It was a weekly video, so I will put a link to it below. And it's basically how I used the yes and no, and it got me on a call with Simone from Access Consciousness, and then it's got me still choosing towards becoming a Joy of Business certified facilitator, which is really interesting because it wasn't even in my world. But obviously, I had the same conclusions that I had about going to the gym, whatever they were. It doesn't matter. Just following yes, no has created this totally different space. So it's really interesting. But I'll put a link to that below in a little bit. And awesome. Okay. Thanks, guys, for coming to watch this. And I wonder what you might be able to create if you were willing to choose as if by magic. Yeah. And again, I invite you to join us tomorrow. Would love to have you come play. There are 5 clarity nights, afternoons in total. So we did one last week, and then we've got 3 more coming up each week. So you can either just choose one, or you can choose all 5. And when you do that, you get the one of them for free. So you only pay for 4. So awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I look forward to hugging you guys somewhere soon.